Philippines were claimed in the name of Spain in 1521 by Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese explorer sailing for Spain, who named the islands after King Philip II of Spain. Spain had control of the Philippines for more than 300 years, so it's a no surprise that there are many Filipino customs, traditions, and the cultural norms that can be traced back to the Spanish.
Philippine cuisine has numerous indigenous and foreign influences, but the strongest culinary influence is from Spain. Food historians claim that 80% of Philippine dishes are of Spanish origin. Because the Spaniards formed the elite, dishes adopted by upper-class Filipinos were also Spanish-inspired. Some of these foods include avocado, coffee, papaya, guava, corn, squash, and pickles. They also introduced their flavors to Filipino cuisine, including olive oil, paprika, saffron, cheese, ham, and cured sausages. The Spanish paella or fried rice, for example, has come to be a festive dish in the Philippines and has been locally adapted to include many of the abundant seafood, such as shrimps, crabs, squid, and fish, with which the Philippines is blessed. Other examples of Filipino-Spanish food are leche flan, brazo de mercedes, kare-kare, lechon, sinigang, and champurrado. During the pre-Spanish colonization, the Filipino people were dressed up only with colorless shirts called kanga and wraps known as bahag for their bottoms. However, once the Spaniards came to the country, modifications were made on the Filipino fashion sense, what is now known as the Barong Tagalog. It is the result of the evolution of the kanga, while the bahag was then replaced with trousers. This is also the same for the famous costume counterpart of the Barong Tagalog, the barot saya. The Spanish influence on the barot saya are seen in the designs and patterns of intricate embroidery. The Barong Tagalog and barot saya are the country's national costume. The most important legacy that Spain has left us was Christianity. Most of us are Catholics. We are raised, baptized, we marry and die under Roman Catholicism. That means praying before starting your day, sign of the cross before you eat, pray before you sleep. We have a continuously growing population because many of us follow the teachings of the church, and church is not supportive of artificial birth control. The influence of the church is so strong that divorce is impossible. Religious legacy left by Spain affects us deep down in our subconsciousness, deep in our very existence, deep in our society, no matter how much we deny it. Education during the early years of Spanish colonization was controlled by the Roman Catholic Church. The Spanish missionaries established schools immediately on reaching the islands and wherever they penetrated. Church and school went together. The friars also opened many medical and pharmaceutical schools. By the end of the 16th century, several religious orders had established charity hospitals all over the archipelago. Let's have it this way. We Filipinos will not be what we are today without Spain. That's a fact. Spain influenced us in many ways that you can observe it in our daily lives. We may no longer speak Spanish, but Spain's legacy exists deep in us Filipinos, even up to this day, and it is undeniable.